Hey, what's up guys, I'm Dragoborne Hunter, and I'm coming at you guys today with a, red-green, Dragoborne deck profile for you guys. Um, I haven't really gotten a chance to play this, and I'm new to deck building with this game, so forgive me if the deck is a little bit not very good, but yeah, I haven't really gotten a chance to play because there's nobody that plays in my area, um, so that kind of sucks. But if they make an online game for like Xbox or anything like that, then I I might try to play it. But I don't know. So, anyways, so let's get into the deck for you guys. So two. This guy. I'm not gonna try to pronounce their names because that's kind of a little difficult. But basically, when this creature enters or is summoned, choose a fort with 2 or more barriers, and an opposing fort with 2 or more barriers. If you choose 2 forts, deal 1 damage to them. Which can be pretty useful depending on the situation. So yeah. And then for the additional ability, when this creature attacks, choose a opposing fort. Put all creatures with cost less than or equal to the dice, and +2 from the fort into your opponent's resource zone. So I'm still new to what everything means, so I'm still trying to read over everything and understand it. So, but from what I understand, I think that's pretty good to have. But yeah. And then Remus, Hunter, Adept. I really like the art on this card. It's amazing, and it's probably my most favorite art out there. Whoops, there's actually 3. But when this creature is blocked, you draw a card. So it's really good for that purpose. The yellow dice, I'm not writing yellow in this, but the yellow one is really good. So when this creature deals damage to a fort, if you have 3 or less barriers, choose one of your fort and put the top card of your deck on that fort as a barrier. So it's really quite good for that. So, and that's just basically in this cycle as well. So you can basically survive longer with the yellow, but I'll probably be doing something with that in a couple of days with the green and yellow. So, and then to him, he's just a generic vanilla monster. So, which is pretty good. So, and then for the Kingslayer Bee. So it has Ambush, which you pay 2, and then you put it face down in your ambush zone, and then when this fort is attacked, if this card is in the ambush zone, you can summon this card or summon this creature, and then choose an opponent's creature and arrest it. Arrest it means I use turn it sideways, so which can be very, very quite good. Depending on the situation. So, yeah. So, and then 4 of her. So summon a cost 4 less green creature or a cost 3 less creature from your hand. Which can be very, very quite good. There's a lot of 2 and 3 cost creatures that are in here, so that'd be very, very quite good. So, and then this card's in your discard pile from the Fort Burst, and summon a cost 7 or less creature from your hand, which can be also very, very quite good as well. So. And then 2 of this. So when this creature is summoned, you may put a card from your hand into your resource zone, which can be kind of good depending on the situation. But like I say, it all depends on what situation that you're in, and what everything is. So. And then, if this card was destroyed by the Fort Burst, put this card into your resource zone, which can also be very, very quite useful as well. So, for more mana to help cast your stuff. So, and then 2 of this. I wish I had more, but unfortunately I do not. So, choose an ambush and destroy it. This can be very good to help destroy an ambush and then be able to have a clear attack at the fort. So yeah. And then for the final green, 4 of these. So this also has an ambush, which you pay 2. And then when a creature at the fort is destroyed during your punch turn, if this card is in your ambush, you may summon that creature. So that can be very good for help recurring creatures that are like really strong, and then have a build blocker for that. So that can be very, very quite good. So that's basically it for the green. Now for the red. So 2 of him. I really like the art on this card as well. It's really quite amazing. But when this creature is summoned, choose 1 of your dice and change the value on it, which can be actually very, very quite good. And then choose a number of opposing creatures and deal 6 damage. Divide as you choose among those creatures. So, which can be very, very quite good as well. So that it can help take out the weak ones, or deal damage to like the bigger powerful ones, and then be able to attack and destroy them during combat. So very, very quite good. And then if you have a red dice on the on this, I believe that's what it means. When this creature is destroyed, choose a number of opposing creatures and deal 7 damage. Divide as you choose among those creatures. So it has double burn damage for when it's summoned and when it dies. So very, very quite good, and it's just a good card. I probably only run 2 of it, but yeah, it's still very, very quite good. And then 3 of this. So choose a creature and deal X damage to it, where X is the value of 1 of your red dice, which can be very, very quite amazing. Again, to help more burn damage, to help combat, and then destroy creatures. So, and then if this card was Fort Burst, play this card without paying the cost, which does the same thing. So it's, like I said, very, very quite good. So, and then 2 of her. So she also has an ambush, which you put her face down in the ambush zone. When a creature at this fort is destroyed during opponent's turn, at this card is in your ambush, you may summon this creature and deal 2 damage to all opposing creatures. Which, again, if they have small creatures, that's very quite good. So, definitely one that you want in your ambush zone if possible. So, and then 3 of her. It's just a vanilla, just simple and to the point. So, and then 4 her. So when this creature attacks a fort, if you control if another of your creatures attacked that fort during the turn, it gets a +2/+2 until it ends turn. So it basically becomes a 3/3, which can be actually pretty nice depending on the situation. So yeah, and plus it's a 1 cost, so that's very helpful. And then 3 of him. He's a 1 cost. 1/2 vanilla, so pretty simple there. And then 2 of this. So when this creature is destroyed, you may choose a dice, a shield, and deal 3 damage to it. So, which is very quite good. So if you attack with him during your combat, or if he dies, then you can deal 3 damage. Or if he dies, then you can do it during combat during your turn, and then be able to run over the shield a lot more easier. So yeah, so it's really quite good. And then 2 of him. So when this creature is summoned, choose a shield and deal 1 damage to it, which isn't quite as good, but it is what it is. So, and then there's the other effect on it, so it gets a +1/+1. So, and then couple more cards until the deck profile is done. There's 2 more anyway. So 4 of this. So it has to be ambush, and then when this fort is attacked, and this card is an ambush, choose a creature and deal damage to itself equal to the attack, which can be very quite devastating, depending on the situation. So yeah, it's very quite good, and definitely a 4 for the cost of that. So yeah. And then 2 Pyroblast. I wish I had more of this, but I only was able to get have 2. So, but another ambush, and then when this fort is attacked, if this card's in ambush, you may choose a fort and deal X damage to all creatures in that fort, where X is the value of your red dice. Which again can be devastating if you roll a 6 and it's attacked. You flip it, deal 6 damage to both creatures, and they die. So, so very quite devastating, and very quite good. So, but yeah. So, and then my banners. So yeah. But yeah. So that's basically it for the red green deck profile for Dragoborne. Thanks for watching. Don't you like, comment, and subscribe for more. And I will catch you all Friday for another deck profile. So stay tuned, and I'll catch you all there. I guess.